Hello my dear students, today we are going to learn class 9 social science. Okay, we will take up civics chapter number 2 constitutional design. Okay, let us start. So democratic constitution in South Africa. Yes, we have already know that the black people were uh, the black people were treated very badly by the white British people now, and one leader is very famous, who is that? Nelson Mandela. Okay, so let us start. Nelson Mandela being tried for the treason by the white South African government. That means during that time, okay, South Africa government is ruled by the white people. Okay, so Nelson Mandela is doing protest, so that's why he is what Nelson Mandela is a leader. So what happened in 1964? He was that Nelson Mandela is protesting against that government. So that government, okay, put Nelson Mandela for life imprisonment. Okay, he spent for 28 years in jail. Okay, so after that uh, he was released. Okay, that means he was put in the dreaded prison, Robben Island. Okay, very remote island. Okay, so let us see. So struggle against apartheid. Apartheid was the systems of a racial discrimination unique to South Africa. That means apartheid system. Okay, according to this, what happened? White people are discriminated, black people. Okay, so the black people they don't want this apartheid system. Okay, the white European imposed this system on South Africa. This system, okay, apartheid system was imposed by the um, European people. Okay, European people in South Africa. Okay, during the 17th and 18th century, okay, trading company from Europe occupied it with arm and force. Okay, in the way they occupied India. That means they occupied. Okay, the European people, they occupied what? South Africa. Then after that, what? India. Okay, then what happened? The South Africa and became the local rulers. Okay, look here. Then that means the European people, they occupied. Okay, they occupied that particular area and they started ruling. Okay, they divide. Okay, they according to this apartheid system, they divide on the basis of color of the skin. Okay, so they have divided three: white people, black people, and the mix. Okay, mix is what? The person who migrated from India, okay, and brought to Africa for doing. Okay, and these non-white people, both mixed color as well as black people, they are not allowed to cast their vote. Okay, they doesn't have the voting right. Okay, the apartheid system was particularly opposed for the black. They were forbidden from living in white area. That means according to this apartheid system, the white people are what they are enjoying. Okay, but the black people, they are discriminated by these white people. They are not allowed to stay where the black people where the white people used to stay. That means they cannot stay together. Okay, so the good places are what occupied by the white. Okay, so look here, they could work with white area only if they had a permit. That means if black people, they want to work in white area, so they have to take permit. Okay, without permit they cannot go into the white area for work. Okay, so look here, according to this apartheid system, the train, buses, taxi, everything, okay, even the swimming pool, cinema hall, theaters, okay, even the public toilet were separated, okay, for the black and white people. That means everything is separate. Okay, so this is called the segregation. Okay, this is called the segregation. They they could not even visit the church. That means even they cannot visit the church, okay, where white people, they used to do worship. Okay, that means everything is what? Separate. Since 1950, the black color and the Indian fought against the apartheid system. That means till since 1950, these black people and the Indian people, they fought against the British, and they are launching many march, protest march and strike, and they have start up African National Congress, and uh, there was that that organization was started, led that lead the struggle against the policy of segregation. This organization, African National Congress, so that means they oppose these segregation systems. So they unite, they unite all the workers, many people, they unite, and they started what, protesting, and they oppose apartheid, apartheid segregation, and they play a leading role to fight against that one. So what happened, so while doing this protest, the British, the European people, they were killed many what protester, more than thousands and thousands, black people and the color people were killed, and they were tortured, but still, they are not going back, they are going forward, so towards a new constitution, as a protest, that means so this organization, they are doing protest struggle against the apartheid system. That means the number of participation, in this organization have been increased. So now the white people, the white people, they believe that they are not going to suppress, they are not going to rule, this area for a long time. So what happened, they know, but they did not speak out, they know. So what happened, but they are still struggling, these black people and mixed color people, they are struggling, but white people are not giving permission for this one. Ban of political party and restriction on media were lifted. So the European government, they tried to do many, bending of many political party and restriction of media, and after, look here, then Nelson Mandela also, they so they became free, free from imprison. So finally in 1994, April 26, 1996, that means South Africa got freedom, South Africa got freedom, and they got republic, and South Africa going to adopt what, democracy form of government. That means so they don't want the apartheid form of government. So they are going to form a new democratic, new democratic of South Africa. So black leaders appeal to fellow black, forgive the white for the autocracy had committed while in power. So they have forgive, all the white people while they are doing before they got independence. So they forget, and they want to make the new government based on the equality of all race, all race, men and women. That means everyone, they want equalities, equal status for all people. So now so they want to make a constitution. So after discussing of 2 years, after discussing of 2 years, and they will debate and what is good and what is bad, so finally what happened, constitution of the world has it emerged. This constitution give, so, and they want to they are doing to make what constitution. So that constitution, it should provide, that means every right to all the citizens, and there will be no discrimination, and no one should be treated as a demon, and everybody should become a part of solution. That means all people should be equal, and they have made the preamble, of South Africa. So, and they inspire, the South African constitution inspired democratic, or that means from throughout the whole world. African constitution was inspired by throughout from throughout the whole world. So now what happened, a state denounced by the entire world till recently as the most undemocratic one is now seen as a model of democracy. Look here, everyone, every country, throughout the whole world, they are very happy that Africa also they are adopting what democracy form of government. Okay, so after that what happened, determination of people of South Africa to work together. That means the African people they work together and to transform for better. Okay, and speaking and they that means they try every as much as possible to make the constitution, okay, to give equal status to all the people. Okay, so why do we need a constitution? In South Africa is the best example why do we need a constitution. Okay, let me before they got independent they were apartheid system of government, but they adopt democracy and they want equal status to all the people. Okay, African yes, this is a good example. So why we need a constitution? So look here, so they are struggling. Okay, they want to make everyone, okay, equal. Okay, that means they want to make a rules, okay, so that everyone should be equally treated, okay, equal status. Okay, so they are giving more importance and they want safeguard for the all people. Okay, safeguard for the all people, and they want was substantial social and economic right. Okay, they want substantial and economic right. Okay, the white minority was keen to protect its privilege and property. Okay, look here. So after long negotiation, both party agreed to a compromise. White agreed to the principle of the majority, that one person one vote. That means after discussing, okay, for so many so many things with white people and that government, so they have agreed that one person one vote. That okay, one person one vote. That means everyone, okay, they are now they are going to have a voting right. Okay, they also agreed to accept some basic right. Yes, for the poor and the worker, the black agreed the majority rule and would not be absolute. Okay, they agreed the majority not away the property of the white minorities. Okay, that means they are safeguarding even minority, even white, okay, even the poor people, even for women they are doing safeguard. Okay, that means everyone they have what, and they want to keep equalities. Only the way to build and maintain the trust in such situation is to write down some rules of the game that everyone should abide by. Now what happened, they want to make some rules. Okay, some rules, so everyone uh, should follow and everyone should have to be follow that one. Okay, finally this rule decide the right of the citizen. Okay, so this rule will work only if the winner cannot change them very easily. This is what South Africa did. Okay, so set, okay, after that what happened, this set of basic rule is called the constitution. So they are setting some basic rule. Okay, and they have written down all the rules and regulations. Okay, that written, okay, that writing or setting of that rule and regulation, that is called the constitution. Constitution making is not a unique to South Africa. Okay, making of constitution in South Africa is not a unique. Why? Because every country has diverse group of people. Okay, that means every country they have what, diverse group of people. Okay, their relationship may not have been bad or they have been white and black in South Africa. So everyone is having the problem. Okay, so but the constitution of a country is set of written that are accepted by all the people living together in a country. That means finally what happened, they are making, they are written down their constitution, so everyone is accepting that constitution. Okay, and constitution is the supreme. Okay, constitution is the supreme law that determine the relationship among people living in a territory, okay, called citizen, and also the relationship between the people and the government. Constitution does many things. Okay, let us see what are the things. First thing is what? It generate degree of trust and coordinate it necessary for different kind of people to live together. Okay, and second one is what? It specific how the government will be constituted and who will have the power to take its decision. That means they were decided who is going to have power. Okay, that means after voting. Okay, and the third is what? There should be, it should be some limit na. It lay down limit on the power of the government, tell us what the right of the citizen are. Okay, fourth one, it express the aspiration of the people about the creating of good societies. Okay, these are the some basic rules. Okay, all country have the constitution are not necessarily democratic. So all the country they have what? Constitution, but all the every country who have constitution they are not democratic. Okay, all the democrat then the non-democratic government they also have their own constitution. Okay, but all the countries that are democratic will have constitution. So that means all the democratic countries, okay, should have their own constitution. Okay, so we have to know that one. After the war independent, the Great Britain, the America gave themselves the constitution. Okay, so independent against the Great Britain, the America gave themselves the constitution. After the revolution, the French Revolution approved a democratic constitution. That means these are the some example. Okay, all democratic have to have a written democracy. That means they should have the written constitution. Okay, all country. Okay, making of the Indian constitution. So these are the how Indian constitution being made. Okay, like South Africa, Indian constitution was also drawn up under a very difficult circumstance. Okay, that make the constitution of huge and diverse country like India were not an easy affair. Okay, so for making Indian, okay, constitution, it is not an easy task. Why? India have a huge diverse country. Okay, they have different language, the country. Okay, so after when the country was born through the partition, that means the while India got independence, then India was divided into two on the basis of religion. One is India and one is Pakistan. Okay, so British have left like this. Okay, so at least 10 lakh people were killed both sides of the border in partition related violence. That means during that partition, okay, thousands and thousands, okay, lakhs and lakhs people were what? Killed. Okay, so and British had left. Okay, that some are princely state. Okay, so for the princely state, if they want to join India or Pakistan, or they want to live independent, it depend upon they can decide. Okay, by the princely state. Okay, it is not compulsory that princely state should be included in India or Pakistan. Then means they have to decide. Okay, so after India got independent, they are facing a huge problem. Okay, especially for making constitution also. Okay, despite, okay, after facing of these all difficulties, okay, one big advantage for maker of Indian constitution like South Africa, they did not have to create consciousness about a democratic India look like. Okay, most of this consciousness has over during the freedom struggle. Okay, that means India doesn't face that that much problem like South Africa. Why India have already they have started forming constitution. Okay, before India got independent, that means while they are doing freedom struggle they have started. Okay, so let us see. Our national movement was not merely a struggle against the foreign rule, it was also a struggle to rejuvenate our country and to transform our society and politics. That means during freedom struggle, okay, they not only struggle against the British. Okay, that means they want to transform everything now. So they decided, okay, before India got independence. Okay, so let us see far back. Okay, in 1928, Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress member leader drafted a constitution in India. That means in 1928, okay, Motilal Nehru and the other 8 member they have started drafting of Indian constitution. Okay, in 1931, resolution, okay, at the Karachi session of the Indian National Congress dwell on how independent India constitution should be look like. That means in the Karachi session, okay, 1931, they have decided that after India getting independence, okay, what should be the Indian constitution and what it should be look like. Okay, they were discuss everything before India got independent. Okay, so what happened? National so they have decided it there should be included universal adult franchise. That means voting right, okay, to all the people. They have decided, okay, so freedom and equalities, okay, they have decided everything in that constitutional assembly. Okay, so and next is what election were held in on the basis of British had introduced very weak legislature. Election were held in 1937 to provincial legislature and the British ministries all over British India. That means in 1937 election was held for provincial legislature. Okay, so that means now the British have giving some benefit to the Indian people so that they can join the forming the constitution or how the government work. Okay, that means they are giving chance. Okay, so Indian constitution adopt many institutional detail and procedure for colonial law like the government of Indian Act 1935. Yes. Okay, so what happened? Constitutional assembly. Okay, the constitutional assembly, let us see. Okay, the drafting of documents called the constitution was done by the assembly of the elected representative, okay, called the constitutional assembly. That drafting of document, okay, for the constitution was done by the elected representative, okay, called the constitutional assembly. Election to the constitutional assembly were held in 1946, okay, July 1946. Okay, so the election was held in July 1946. Okay, the first meeting was held in December 1946. Then after that India got divided into, the country was divided into India and Pakistan. Okay, so the constitution assembly was also divided into constitutional assembly of India and that of Pakistan. That means even the constitutional assembly also they are divided into two. Okay, the constitutional assembly that wrote by the constitution, yes, for Indian constitution that means for writing that one they have how many members? 299 members. Okay, so the assembly adopted the constitution on 26 November 1949, but it came to an effect in 26 January 1950. Okay, so look here, the constitutional that assembly adopt the constitution. Okay, then the assembly have started adopting constitution in 26 November 1949, but it came to an effect in 26 January 1950. Okay, why? To mark this day, celebrate 26 January as a Republic Day. Why they have started effect from 26 January 1950, so that everyone can remember that day as a Republic Day. Okay, so that's why every year we have observed that Republic Day. Okay, so what happened? Why should we accept constitutional assembly by this assembly more than 50 years ago? Okay, why everyone is accepting that constitution? Okay, let us see. We have already noted that reason the above constitution does not reflect the view of the member alone. That means we have seen that it is not written by one person. Okay, they were discussed and they were debated and they were discussing by many renowned person. Okay, renowned lesson and what are the lacking behind and what are the demerit and merit, they were discussed very carefully, and after that at last they have applied. Okay, the second reason for accepting constitution is that assembly represent the people of India. That constitutional assembly represent the people of India. Okay, there were no universal adult franchise at that time. Okay, during that time there were no universal adult franchise. Okay, so that the constitutional assembly would not have been chosen directly by all the people of India. It was elected mainly by the member of exciting provincial legislature. Okay, so the assembly, okay, the assembly was dominated by the Indian National Congress. Okay, during that times, okay, Indian National Congress was the leader. So they lead that organization, especially in freedom struggle also. Okay, so the assembly had many members, okay, who did not agree in the congress. So many people, they are not agree with that congress also. Yes, that should be have na, that should be have. So finally the members, okay, the manner in which the constitutional assembly work give the sincerity to the constitution, and the constitutional assembly work in an systematic, open and the constitutional manner. First, some of the basic principles were decided degree. Then the drafting committee was chaired by the B.R. Ambedkar, okay, prepare a draft constitution for discussion. Several round throughout the discussion and took on the draft test, okay, drafted constitution clause by clause. Okay, look here. So many people, while drafting constitutions, so many people, they are agreed, some people are not agreed, but the majority are agreed, then we have to apply na, like that. So who is the chairman? B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so after that they are discussing one by one, clause by clause. Okay, very carefully the member deliberate for 114 days, spread all over 3 years. Okay, so they were discussing. Okay, so at last what happened, the constituent assembly had been recorded and preserved. This is called constituent assembly debate were printed. This debate are 12 bulky books. So while debating, everything is what they have been recorded, and they form 12 bulky volumes, okay, books. Okay, so at last the provisional constitution, that meant these are used in the interpret the meaning of constitution. So at last what happened, the constitution was formed. Okay, guiding value of Indian constitution. So in this book we are discussing, okay, we are discussing how this constitution was formed and what are the problem, okay, and what this constitution give. Okay, so let us see one by one. And it give, okay, so equalities, okay, and this is what the preamble, okay, that means it is also give idea about the preamble constitution. Okay, and the dream and the promise. Okay, some of you may have noticed the name missing the scratch, okay, to make the constitution, that is Mahatma Gandhi. That means everyone, okay, while doing this one, okay, we have missing out the Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, that means Mahatma Gandhi is also very important leaders. Okay, so he is not included in that one. Okay, but here Mahatma Gandhi also we should not forget. So he was not a member of Constitution Assembly. That means Mahatma Gandhi is not a member of the Constitution Assembly, yet there were many members who follow his vision. That means among the member also, that means many members, they follow the idea of what, Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, but Mahatma Gandhi is not the member of Constitutional Assembly, you have to know that one. Okay, so there are many members who follow the vision. Years ago, writing in his magazine Young India in 1931, he spelled out he wanted the constitution to do. That means, so in Young India in 1931, in the magazine, Mahatma Gandhi have give out the idea of the Indian constitutions. Okay, so these are the what some speech were given by some renowned leader. Okay, this dream of India that have been eliminated inequality was shared by Dr. Ambedkar, who play a key roles in making the Indian constitution, but he had different understanding how inequality would be removed. Okay, that means so while drafting this one, said that means this discrimination, okay, inequality should be removed. Okay, so Mahatma Gandhi and his vision in this concluded in speech the Constituent Assembly. He said that his anxiety was clearly, that means that all the leaders, they want what, equalities to all the people. They should get freedom, and everything should be equalities. Okay, they want equal status, okay, to all the people. Okay, philosophy of the constitution, that means value and that inspired the guided and the freedom struggle were in turns, okay, where in turns natures by it form it the foundation of the democracy. That means while forming Indian constitution, what happened, so democracy give the foundations. Okay, like the value of embedded in the preamble of preamble of Indian Constitution. They guide all the articles of the Indian Constitution. Okay, so they give that one. So Indian Constitution begin with a short statement, okay, of the basic value. This is called the preamble, okay, to the Constitution. Okay, taking inspiration from American model. Okay, most country of this in the contemporary world chosen to begin their constitution with the preamble. That means every that means country they want to start their that one's constitution with the preamble. Okay, preamble is very important. Let us read the preamble of the Indian Constitution very carefully and understand the meaning by its. Okay, that means what is preamble, we have to understand. This is the preamble. Okay, this is the preamble. We the people of India like that sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, okay, justice, okay, liberty, equality, fraternities. Okay, so look here, the preamble of Constitution read like a poem of democracy. It contains the philosophy on which the entire constitution had been built. Okay, it provide a standard and to examine and evaluate any law and actions of government to find out whether it is good or bad. It is the soul of Indian Constitution. This preamble, it is the soul of Indian Constitution. Why? Because it gives any idea about what should be included and what should that means about their evaluate or like that everything. Okay, how they build. Okay, that means everything have this preamble is the soul of Indian Constitution. We have to know that one. Okay, institutional design. Okay, a constitution is not a mere statement of value and the philosophy. That means constitutional is not a statement of value or the philosophy. Okay, constitution is mainly about the embodying and this value into constitution arrangement. Okay, much of the document called the Constitution of India is about this arrangement. That means look here. So what happened? Yes, they have made many institutional arrangements. So all the documents were kept, and that is called the Constitution of India. Okay. So while making that law, something is what wrong, then we can change it now through amendment. Okay. Constitution describe, okay, institutional arrangement, okay, in a very legal language. That means they have, okay, written in a very good way that they are written in a legal language. Constitution for the first time, it can be quite difficult to understand, yet the basic constitution design is not very difficult to understand. Okay, so it is not very difficult to understand. Okay, it is very easy. Everyone can understand. Okay, like constitution, the Indian Constitution lay down the procedure for choosing person to govern country. Is defined who will have how much power to take which decision. That means some power. Okay, all the power they have given. Okay, there should be some limited power. That means if the prime minister have enjoyed every power, that means that should be some limited now. That everything is what written. So for understanding, okay, for understanding this one, if we cannot fully understand, okay, about the constitutional design through this only from these chapters. Okay, but this textbook will not cover all the silent feature of the institutional design in the Indian Constitution. So let us see. So this textbook is not what cover all the feature of institutional design in the Indian Constitution. So some other aspect will cover in your textbook in the next year. That means all the, okay, all the things are not included in these chapters. Okay, even in this book. So in next classes, okay, in next class, that is in class 10, you may learn, okay, other things also, okay, better than this. So these are some okay, meaning you have to know: apartheid clause, constitutional assembly, constitution, constitutional amendment, okay, draft, philosophy, preamble, tradition, and trust. Okay, preamble, that is very important. And in an introductory statement in a constitution, we state the reason and guiding the value of the constitution. We have to know this one. Okay, that's all for today. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.